and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. Today is, unfortunately, another solo night. For anybody who has been following, this is because there's been a bit of an emergency. So, Rob, as before, I hope all is well and that things are looking better. With that said, because it's a solo night, I figured I might as well tackle a starter kit scenario as it fits within the quote unquote timeline. And starter kit scenarios are a little bit easier to just play through and not having to deal with a lot of extra rules, that sort of thing. So, this being scenario S-45, named Contested Settlement. As you can imagine, this is still in Poland. It's 5 September 1939, so we're chugging along, although there's still a bunch to play even at the start of this month, or this month being September 1939. As mentioned in a prior episode, we're most likely going to skip ahead after the campaign, which itself won't finish probably for another month now, if not a little bit longer than that, if only because Rutan will be away, so I'll have plenty of time to go through some of the perhaps less balanced scenarios or the ones that have already seen the light of day with most people. So stuff like A Bloody Harvest, AP8. It's the 8th action pack scenario that was ever released, so you can imagine when it was released in 1997/1998, people have played it. So getting through those ones is a little bit easier for me to justify as a solo venture. Anyways, all that to say that this scenario is actually from the Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit Expansion Pack 1. This is important to note that it is the Expansion Pack 1 pack, I guess if you want to be redundant, because there is a Expansion Pack 2 and there is a bonus pack. All three of those obviously are addendums to the first starter kit. So there's a lot going on here. And some people might wonder, or if you're questioning yourself, what is the difference? Basically, the starter kits 1 through 4 are the base level stuff. Then there are 2 bonus packs, which I think it's because they're just scenarios, very small. One is 3 scenarios and another is 8 and has 2 maps. All right. I was going to say it had something to do with maybe not having maps. Now I'm not quite sure. So there's 2 bonus packs and there are 3 expansion packs. Again, I don't think there's a specific logic that I could point to for why something is an expansion pack versus a bonus pack, whatever. The point being is that the starter kit nomenclature can be a little confusing, and if you're looking to play this one, look for expansion pack 1, not bonus pack 1, etc. So because this is starter kit, again, there's a couple rules that we are not going to be seeing. First of all, being bore sighting. We don't bore sight even though the Slovakian side is the only one that starts on board. This is, I'm just forgot to mention, Slovakians versus Polish. With the Polish attacking, again, very interesting to have the Polish be the ones that are on the aggressor side, but it's nice variety. On top of that, there's no concealment. There can be hip. I forget, actually, I need to double check here real quick. I'm not sure if you can even deploy at the start of a map. Can you? You can deploy, but I'm not sure if there's something that says you can deploy into or at the start of a scenario. Anyways, I'm not going to worry about deploying, even though that is a valid strategy for one particular reason. And there's a couple things to mention with regards to the map and the scenario as well. So the map is This is board Q. This is very hard to understand, and I'm not saying this in a joking way or ironically. Um, the way that the map is shown on the scenario card looks like a B, and you flip it upside down. The only reason I could, well, I guess I could have futzed around with it a little bit. The only way to know that this is supposed to be board Q is one, if you buy expansion pack 1, board Q comes with it, and typically the scenario packs will want to use boards that they come with. Obviously, exceptions, blah, blah, blah. And going on ASL Scenario Archive, it'll tell you. So really wish that MMP would start doing this, especially since they have now mixed letters. So there are letters for deluxe maps and there are letters for regular maps. I really wish that they would add a bar to denote whether or not it is right side up or upside down. So I just wish they would do that. Like 6 and 9, you add the bar so you know, for ease of readability. Anyways, small gripe aside, the Slovakian setup is that they can set up anywhere on the map. The one exception is that they cannot set up a full squad, and they have a maximum of 4 half squads that can set up on hex CC and north of that, or in this case, to the right of that. I chose not to do it because I don't really see a way to utilize it without getting those units stuck. I think one of the locations you could use is GD2. You can see a decent amount of stuff, but other hexes, really the only thing you can get out of it is being attacked on turn 1, and that's not really what I want to do. So we're gonna just not do that. Secondly, the Polish have to record secretly when they have, or not when, but where they have their reinforcements come in. So their reinforcements can come in on any hex on the western or eastern sides. They have to enter within 2 hexes of the hex that they declare. So there's still some leeway depending on how the defenses go. So as an example, I chose R0 as the entry hex. I can technically come in on T0 just as I could come in on P0 or Q1 and S1. So that is something to keep in mind. Because it's secret, the Polish player has to do it before the Slovakians set up anything. So in my case, I picked R0 just because it's close to an objective, and at worst they've got the backup going into T0. So we'll see how it goes. The objective of this game is that the Poles win at game end by controlling 1 or more multi-hex buildings. That seems like a very easy goal, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Defender should have an advantage. We'll see how things go. So that's pretty much it. There's no other special rules. Starter kit, it's more simplified. There's no sniper as well. I should put the ELRs just because. So let's get let's just change this. So the Polish have an ELR of 3, which is all right. And unfortunately, the Slovakians have an ELR of 2, which is terrible. So now that we got that, let's just get right to it. There's no weather in starter kit, so we don't even bother to roll for it. Rally phase, there's nothing that can be done because the Poles are off board. Again, prep fire, same idea. I should probably get a turn counter going here as well. Custom turn, there we go. Cool. So on the moving phase, I've got a few options here. I'm not going to go too deep into all of them as I've done with some prior starter kit or just like sort of teachable moments stuff. Not because it's fairly straightforward, but just to cut down on some time here. So first and foremost, the 457s, I'm going to have them go first. They're going to go individually. I don't want people to get caught out. There's no hip units or anything. Come on. Today? Maybe? If I do this? Whatever. Good enough. Into GG1 for 1, 2, 3. Come on. 2, 3, and then 4, 5. And the second unit's going to do something similar. So 1, 1, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, okay. Really wish that the I think the newest version of the ASL fixed the that movement stuff. Over here off board, I've got some green troops, and green kind of sucks. And I've got a mortar with 4 portage points, which I didn't want to start DM, which I'm not even sure if you can in starter kit, but either way, they're going to come in off board from for 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5 into E8. Yeah, there's not. I wouldn't have been able to CX because the mortar would prevent any extra movement, so there's not much of a point. Over here, the big stack, I'm gonna have them move and declare CX. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then 7 into BB0. I don't really want to risk BB1 because it is 8 firepower. It'd be 8 firepower flat, but I don't want to start with. I don't want to start necessarily at a huge disadvantage. Speaking of, I will try to take a risk with these units, just because. So I'm gonna have one squad go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I might as well. 2 down 1 or down 2. Sorry. 4 on 2. It's a great start. 4 on 2 is a 1 morale check, and he is fine. So that'll be 4. I gotta do 1 residual. Do I want to shoot from there? No. I'm gonna have them CX. Go to CC10. I'll take that subsequent. So it'll be a 2 down 2 again. 3 on 2 is a 1 morale check. And pass again. Okay. Well, now I might as well. So the leader with the squad will do 1, 2, 3. Takes a 1 down 2. Aw, you gotta be kidding me. K1, so random selection. Leader will just be wounded. 1, 2, 3. So the leader has to stop there. Oh, and the squad takes a 1 morale check. So squad's fine. 3. Or sorry, 4. And then he's going to late CX and go 1 down 2. Okay. Come on. You know, my plan was like, I'll get the leader there. The CX guy doesn't have to go in. Now I kind of have to go in, no matter what. That's a bummer. Okay. Well, that's it for movement. Defensive fire phase. There's not really any shots available, so I think I'm going to skip it for now. Advanced fire phase. I'm not really sure I trust how this is going to go, so I'll do an 8-2 against the guys in BB9. They will cower, so no effect. We'll go to route phase. Nobody is broken, so don't have to worry about that. And then we'll go into advances. So I absolutely want to take care of that half squad. We'll have the 9-1 advance. He's now an 8-0, but you know, we'll just keep calling him 9-1. We'll have this stack move up. I'm going to have the squad with the mortar is going to be forced to declare CX. I'm going to have him go up. Yeah, I think I'm allowed to do that. Everybody else is going to go to GD8. Over here in EE3, I can really only go... to DD3. And this is super risky, but I'll I'll do it and we'll see how things go. Um, Speaking of risk, I'm going to send 2 squads to threaten these guys. And then, yeah, it should be it. Now, the reason why I'm doing this, it's pretty risky, but I don't suffer from the first fire non-assault movement, so at least there's that. And if these 2 half squads choose to shoot at anybody, they're kind of stuck. They'll get shot either by an 8 up 2 or a 16 up 2. So either they have a vested interest in trying to break BB1, which isn't all that great of an option anyways, or retreat. And if they retreat, they can't get shot at by anybody, so at least there's that. BB9, we've got our CC, so Polish and Slovakian. There is no ambush, so it is a 1-4 for the Slovakians and a 4-1 against them. So we'll do the Polish first, so 4-1, and then 1-4. I could have probably done a 1-2 instead, but they wouldn't have gotten anything anyways. And the Polish add 1 to their number, and the Slovakians subtract 1 from their number. So nothing happens, just a straight kill. I'm going to put these guys over here now, just so I don't confuse that. And we will go to first turn for the Slovakians. Rally phase, there's nothing to rally. Don't have to do weather. Prefar phase. Yeah, so this is the big question here. Now, I do feel kind of comfortable with this group, if only because these guys are green. I don't have to worry about green guys too much. So I think I'll do that. I think I'll do an 8 up 1. 6 on 8. These have been good rolls. 1 morale check against these guys. So first squad will break. And the second squad is just fine. Do I try my luck at any other group? I don't think so. I think I only want slight risks here. So, in the movement phase, the half squad in BB4 is going to go to A5 for 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2 half squads are going to declare CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 into W3. And that'll be it for movement. Technically, I don't know where the reinforcements would come in. So I guess to explain that, one, the guys in the half squads that are now over in W3, I kind of want them in these woods because I don't want to overstack the buildings. If the buildings ever have, if they ever blow up or whatever, they're just at risk. I'm not too worried about these woods, if only because I have this MMG that can cover a lot of area. So you can use them to try and move through. That's fine. But there's a lot of open ground otherwise that is going to be a pain to try and get through. Speaking of, the MMG covers a great portion. There's an argument to be made that maybe this squad in N8 should be in P9, because I think Q10 is a dead, it's like a dead zone or unspottable from all sides. So so as an example, the Polish units could have gone in Q10, not be shot at by anybody, and then advance into R9 as an example, or P9. But whatever, LMG gets to watch over here, and basically they cover almost all of these hexes, except, again, Q10 now that I look at it. There was no way to ever watch over this area. Now, I could have put, a squad straight in M1 or L1 and try to play it out that way. But I think having a unit in the building in P3, so I get shots on the upper levels if I need to or have to, that's still available. I can still cover some of these hexes in case like the LMG blows up or whatever. And R1 it's a victory location. There's no reason not to have units in there. Same mentality with S9. There's no reason not to have a unit in R9. In fact, I think that if I was to replay this, thinking about it, I might have a unit in R9 instead of S10, S9. Sorry. And then once the Polish reinforcements reveal themselves, because they have to enter on turn 2. Once they're revealed, then you can move them back to S9. But yeah, anyways, so that is it for movement. I don't think I have any shots elsewhere. Defensive fire phase, I'll have the unit in BB9 shoot an 8 up 2. I won't do anything. I'm not going to mark it because there's no point. Mortar, I get. Actually, you know what? I'll do the 4 up 2. 7 on 4 is Bintash check. Squad. All right, cool. It makes me wish I had snipers in this, I'll be honest. And then I'll shoot the mortar. The mortar will... I won't hit, no. Because I would need, I think, a 6 technically because of the CX. But you need a 7 normally. So I do have rate of fire, so I might as well shoot a second time. I will get a hit, no rate. I don't think I get airburst with this. Oops. I think it's too small. I always... Airburst might not even be a thing in starter kit, I'll be honest. So we'll just ignore it for now if it's supposed to apply. But I don't think it does. Anyways, advanced fire phase, no, nothing for anybody to do. Routes, there is one route, and technically they'll be able to do it. So the unit in BB9 is going to route to Z10. I think actually that's the legal location he has to go to, because he can't go to CC9, can't go to AA9. And there's an argument to be made that you could go to EE9, but it's not the closest in movement factors. The closest in movement factors is Z10, so I think they have to route there. Nobody else is broken, so we'll go to advanced phase. The 247 in Y7 will go to Y8. The half squads are going to split, both staying in woods. The CX half squads in W3 will go to V2. And that's it. No CC. Although, maybe there could have been... I could have gotten a 1-1, down 1. But I'll save it for... I'll save the risks for later. Polish turn 2, no weather change to roll for. There is a potential for self-rally. Doesn't get it. Could have been close, though. I'm going to have the reinforcements come in through the woods. I'll delete this. And I think that's it. So prep fire phase, I'm going to have the 457 shoot. It's a 8 up 2. 6 on 8 should be a 1 check. Yep. They will break. They don't ELR, which is nice. Do I have anybody else that can even shoot? No. Cool. Movement phase. The 8 or a 9-1 injured is going to go 1, 2, 3 to get into AA10. The guy with the mortar is going to lose CX. It's going to go... man, that crappy mortar really hurts. I'll just do 2, 3. Stay on the upper hill. 247 will shoot at him, because why not? 4 flat. 6 on 4 normal morale check. That's not good. Okay, he's fine. Whew. 2 residual. The green troops will go up to CC 8 for 2, and then 3, 4. I might as well have the half squad shoot at them as well. It's a 2 flat. 7 on 2, nothing. Residual, just in case. Now we got a little bit of... We got some other options here. I think first things first, I'm going to have one of the 458s go to AA2. You know what? Yeah, I think that's worthwhile. I'm going to shoot the squad in MMG against the 458. It is an 8 down 1. 7 on 8 is a 1 morale check. And they are busted. I did not get rate of fire, which is unfortunate. And there's now a 4 residual. And the reason to do this is because this guy either has to go around to Z1 or just to BB2. Like, it's the amount of movement points to get there is kind of annoying. Yeah, I might as well not move that. I guess I'll wait for another turn. Okay, how about this? These guys will lose their CX. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Do a 4 flat. Ouch. 2 on 4 K2. Jesus. All right, this is not going well. Yeah, that is not going well at all. I was hoping maybe I could push this, but now there's no way I'm doing that. Yeah, 1. Actually, I could do 2, 4. Oh, Yeah, you know what? I'll wait on that just in case. Okay, so the 458 is going to assault move to Z1. I don't know if I really want to shoot. Nah, you know what? Why not? It would be, it's an assault move, so it's just flat, and it's a 4. So is that 7 on 4? 7 on 4 being a pintash check. They are pinned. Ouch. Okay. The 458 and BB1 will go 2, 4 to Z0. And just for why not? 4 flat. No, sorry, 4 up 1. Pintash check. They're fine. Leader will stay there. Yeah, I don't really have anything else I can do. These guys are going to, man, I'm gonna use, I'm whatever. I'm gonna move them all. I'm gonna take this risk. They go to T0, 6 flat. You've got to be kidding me. K2, random selection. Leader dies. All right, leader dies, and then it's a 2 morale check. So pin, and then this guy is half squad, ELR, and breaks. All right, well, you know, I said it was going to be a short game, but I didn't think that. I didn't. Yep. Wasn't expecting this kind of short. All right, well, I don't think I have any other movements. Man. Yeah, and like, what would I have gotten? Like, I guess I could have been a 2 morale check if I just assault moved, but I mean, if I'd gotten an S2, I could have split off the group, have one guy go to S1. I don't know. This has been really unfortunate. All right, defensive fire phase. Mortar is going to. Screw it. I'll just shoot at the broken guy. Mortar, chunk, nothing, no rate. Let's mark him as first. These guys, this No, he doesn't have a shot. MMG and Squad are going to shoot at the broken guys because I think they might be able to see him. Ooh, that's so close. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a 6-up-1. Cowers, nothing. We'll DM those guys. You know what? I'm going to try just in case. Y8 to Z0. No. Okay, good. Cool. Do I have any other shots? No. Nobody else can shoot. All right, advanced fire phase. I do have shots here, so I'm gonna do the 457 and the 2 green squads. They should be able to all fire group. So it's a 12 firepower up 1. 9 on 12 is still a normal, and they are fine. That's kind of gross, actually. 2 up 2. That's pretty much it, really. Routes. So, route phase, it has to be attacker first. 4, 6. This guy will go back. Oops. I hope that did not just do a super loud noise or anything on the mic. Sorry, I bumped that. I might as well just split these guys up so that they're not together. So they'll go to V0. I think that's it for... This guy needs to move. But the problem is I can't get him to A or a BB9 because he'd be adjacent. So I think he's just going to stay there. This half squad is going to route back. He can ignore the woods that he's in. So all these are connected. So he goes 2, 4 into the building. Advances. I'm going to try this. I'm going to have the mortar go up. These guys are fine. Leader's going to join there. And this guy will lose his CX and then goes to AA9. Okay. There is 1 CC to attend to. We'll see how poorly that one goes. CC. What do you got here? I guess technically those guys would be... They might be lax because they're inexperienced. Polish and then Slovakian. There's no... Yeah, no. Okay. There's unfortunately no ambush. It is a 9-2. So 4-1 for the Polish. I'm just going to do a 1-2 against the squad that doesn't have a leader. So 4-1. Won't get a kill. Cool. And 1-2. Nothing either side. That is kind of devastating, I'll be honest. Turn 2 for the Slovakians. There's no weather to check. Rallies. I can attempt to self-rally, so why not? Doesn't get it. DM will come off. Slovakians will lose DM there. They will lose DM on this guy. And they will attempt to rally over in Z10. Nope. And they will attempt to rally over in AA1. Also no. Alright. There's no other rally phase actions to do. Prep fire. We got a 4-up-1. 5-on-4 is a 1 morale check. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to try with the mortar against that same guy. I don't think he can see him. Yeah, no, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, so would have been a hit. That would have been nice. I'm going to try shoot against AA7. They're going to turn to do so. That'll happen. So they can do it. But that'll be a miss specifically because of having to turn their turn the gun. Now I believe that just reduces the rate of fire by 1. So they still have rate, and they will get a hit on the second shot. This will be -1 because of air burst. But you know what? Now I'm going to check to see if air burst is a thing. Air burst? Air burst does exist. Okay, well, I think the smaller mortar doesn't have it anyways, but air burst means it's a -1 instead of a +1, so that is a 5 on 8. 2 morale check. Yeah, okay. And I'm just gonna stick with that for now. I could probably shoot again, but you know, like I said, I'll keep it cool for now. I don't want to suddenly find myself rolling a 12, and as unlikely as it might be, I don't want to jinx it. There we go. MMG and squad is going to shoot at the broken guy in the leader, so it's a 6-up-1. Man, this has been unreal for rolls. 6 on 6 is a 1 morale check. Leader first. Leader breaks. And this guy is now half squad. Did I get rate of fire? No. Alright. This is turning out to be very deadly and very not what I was expecting. 6-up-1. Okay. Breaks the LMG. These 2 half squads will do a 4-up-2. Alright, cool. I'm glad that I rolled a 12 there because I'm going to roll 8 flat. 8 on 8. Normal morale check. And they're fine. Alright, a little bit of sanity there, which is nice. Moving phase. I don't need to move these guys. This guy needs to move, so he'll assault move to Q3. Do I need to move this guy? Not really. Squad with the LMG will do 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really think I need to move that either, but whatever. I'll get him into R6, I guess, and keep him there. And you know what? I'll send the leader to join him there. Defensive fire phase. All right. 8-up-2. That is a 7 on 8, which is a 1 morale check. So 1 morale check, leader first. Leader's fine. Squad will unfortunately break. It does not ELR, but specifically because of the -1-up-1. If it wasn't, if it was still an up-1, they would not have been able to. Oh, I'm gonna have to drop the MMG. That sucks. Yeah, nothing else I can do. Advanced fire phase, same idea. Nothing I can really do. And we go to routes. Now, routes, attacker first. So I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to route these guys out. They did their job. Nobody can shoot them, or nobody should be able to shoot them. Yeah, no. So they get to essentially route out here for free. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to U4. And then on the Polish side, I mean, I might as well do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys can route now to here for 3. And this guy is just going to go here for 6, I guess. It's just such a mess. Everything's such a mess. Advanced phase. Oh, yeah. These guys will lose CX. I'll have him go to V1. DMs this guy. Just so he doesn't get the free revive there. These guys will go up just to be able to watch over. I think that'll be it, really. Yeah. CC, there's just the one ongoing one. So 1 to 2 against the green squad that does not have the leader attached to him. Nope. And then 4 to 1. Yeah. That'll be a kill. A little bit more normal for that one. Okay. We go to turn 3 for the Polish. Let's get this. So turn 3 for the Polish. No weather, as always. I'm going to try and self-rally the 5 morale guy over here. Doesn't get it. Yeah, DM will come off. This DM will come off. We'll do the non-DM guy. He'll come back. And then the leader doesn't make it. Alright. Oh, and then on the Slovakian side, they'll try to rally that squad. Are you kidding me? That is a heat of battle. It's not a self rally, so it's not anything crazy, but that will berserk them. So they're elite, which goes down by 1. They were broken, which goes up by 1. So that's a final 10, which means they go berserk. Or sorry, Axis Minor. No, okay, yeah, they will unfortunately surrender, which means that I think that means they are broken, disrupted now. I think so. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. There is no heat of battle with starter kit. If I double check, I don't think there is heat of battle. No. Dang. I mean, it's nice that I don't have this guy surrender, but yeah, one of the reasons why I don't like... One of the things I wish starter kit would have. Well, anyways, that was so it was a 2 up 4 to 6, and this guy's morale is 7, so it's a rally no matter what. Cool. So that happened, and then I will try to repair. LMG's gone. That's unfortunate. If anything, that's kind of like, yeah, that's just painful. All right, prep fire phase. I don't need to prep fire anybody. No, I don't think I need to. So we'll go to movement phase. In the movement phase, this leader is going to declare CX, so he can go 2 and then 6 total to get to the broken guys. This leader is going to do the same, except not CX, so he's paying 2 and then 4 to get to that guy. Green squad number 1 will assault move to Z7. It will DM this guy. The half squad will shoot as a 4 up 1. Cowers to a 2, so that'll be a miss. The other 437 is going to assault move to Z8, and the guy's going to take a subsequent shot, so it's a 2 up 1. Also no. Yeah, I'll just do assault move. So it's a 1 up 1. Miss and just barely. Okay. What else? Oh, I gotta check to see if they have dash. There's no dashing in... Okay, alright, whatever. 458 and Z1 will go to Y2 for 1. There's literally no reason not to. 4 down 2. Of course. 4 on 4, 1 morale check. They're fine. Take the 2 residual there. Mark them as first fire. They will then spend 2-3 to get into the building. And I'll leave them. They can get in there. I don't think I want to go any further. If I moved further, I do... 4. And then we'll do, I guess the crew will shoot as a 4 down 2. You've got to be kidding me. No. No. Okay, well. You know, sometimes you figure, I'll just take this. You know, if I can threaten the mortar, I can collapse the entire flank. Um, Squad in AA1, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This guy will shoot as a 4 down 2. 4 on 4, 1 morale check. They're fine. Squad Z0 will do 1, 2, 3. Because routes. Yeah, because I want a route in case. V1 squads there are going to shoot 4 down 2. 5 on 4, 1 morale check. And he is pinned. I have no chance of breaking in with T0 into this building, so they are going to assault move to U1. I'm going to take a... Ooh. Route will happen first. But I can see these guys. I can't take that shot. 7 morale. 4 up 1. No. Actually, it's not... Yeah, this is the better idea here is not to shoot because this guy's pinned. If he wasn't pinned, I would take a shot. I think that's the rationale to make there. Yeah, I can't think of any other moves to do, to be honest. So, defensive fire phase, I don't think I really have any other shots remaining here. You can't shoot. These guys don't have a target. Oops. Yeah. Advanced fire phase. Take off the residual and defensive. So, fire group of 12 up 2. 9 on 12. Normal morale check. That's pretty standard. So, one guy breaks and the other guy is eliminated. So, we'll just do this. Yeah, I'll just mark them as that. I have to do these separate. So, we'll do 4 up 1 first. 8. No. And then 2 up 1. No. Well, rip that guy. That's pretty much all I can do. I don't really want to do a 2 up 2. I can do a 2 up 1, I guess. 2 up 1. 6 on 2. Pin test check. They're pinned. No. Well, whatever. I tried. Alright, so we go to... sorry, I had to do routes first. Whatever. Routes, Polish first. They're going to lose this half squad. They can't go anywhere, so they are just automatically eliminated. Because I don't think there's... Are there prisoners in this? No, there are no prisoners in starter kit, which absolutely makes sense. So yeah, so this guy is eliminated. This guy gets to route, so 2, 4, 6 into V8. And that'll be it. I don't think there's any other broken guys. So Polish advances. I need to now protect this squad out in the open, so they'll jump in there. It's not a great move, but it's kind of the only one I have. Squad in Y3 goes to X2. You know what? The greens are going to join together, and the 457 is going to go into Y8. I'm going to try and shoot at Z4 and force those guys out. CC, we got a potential ambush. So Polish and then Slovakian, no ambush. It's a 1-1 both sides. So Polish, Slovakians. Is there field promo? Is there field promotion? Oops. There is field promotion in starter kit. Okay. Oh, well. It doesn't matter. This guy's dead, but the Slovakians will get themselves a 6-1, which is useless functionally, but might as if you can get an extra leader to go around rallying stuff, you might as well. Especially since my house rule is to you have to play bad leaders, so because otherwise you would never use their +1, and then what's the point? Basically, a 6+1 should punish you, and if you can just say, well, I never use his +1 modifier, then what's the point of having a 6-1? It's just a 7-1, or sorry, a 7-0 that breaks a little bit easier, which is silly. Turn 3, Slovakians. Weather is not checked. Might as well attempt a self-rally. Nope. Nothing else to do. On the Polish side, I'll try CC2 for 2 rallies. No and no. That CX will come off, so it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect the rallies anyways. CC7 is not successful. Self-rally attempt by the wounded leader will make it. And then we'll attempt to rally the squad. No. Alright. Prep fire. Mortar is going to turn and shoot at the guys in the building. Huzzah. Miss completely. No rate. But at least doesn't break the mortar. V1, 4 up 1. Or sorry, 8 up 1. Which is a shame because that would have been a normal. Instead, it's a pintash check and they are fine. I don't even really need to like keep fighting here. Really, I can just hunker down. 447 is going to shoot 4 up 1 against the greens, and they are fine. I don't really have shots anywhere else, which is fine. Movement phase. 2, 4, 6. I'd rather shoot at the mortar with these guys. These gentlemen will do 2, 4, 6. I don't need these guys to move. Although I guess if I CX them, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this guy can CX and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then advance, and I'm being super aggressive, but I might as well at this point. Defensive fire phase, 8 up 1. 5 on 8. It's a 2 morale check. This is going to go poorly. 2 morale check. The 6-1 breaks, which is great because now I can't apply his leadership. First half squad pins, and really? Okay. Half squads are pinned. 4 up 1. Nope. 12 up 2. They will cower. I believe the greens cower twice, so it'd be 6. Man, that went from good to 6 on 6 is still a 1 morale check. Leader's fine, and the squad could have gotten a battle, heat of battle if only that existed. Okay, well, advanced fire phase, I don't really have any. I want to do, care to do, blah, blah, blah. Prep fire, defensive, all right. Routes. There's only 1 route to do, and that's this leader, so 2, 4, he can't go that way, so 2, 4. Pretty sure it's it. Advances, so squad to go to V0, other squad to go to V2. The 8-1 and squad will go to V5, and the other guys will go to U6. There's no CC, so we go to turn 4. Turn 4, I'll take off pins, defensive, all that stuff. Turn 4, again, no weather. Rallies, hopefully this time. CC2, got 2 rallies to attempt. Nope. CC7, yes. And BB9. Nope. Okay. Slovakians will try. Won't get it, which is unfortunate. That's pretty much all they can do. Oops. Prep fire phase. I mean, there's nowhere. I could assault move back, but that doesn't solve anything. So we'll do 8 up 1. Never mind. 4 up 1. Nope. 12 up 2. 6 on 12. 2 morale check. Break. And break. Alright, so there's at least some momentum. It's unfortunate that that's all the movement. Like, nobody else can do anything. Well, okay, so this guy does exist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's the only sensible thing I can do right now. So 2, then 4. Or sorry, 1. God, 1, 2, 3. Use the road for 4. 5, 6 into the building. And then 7, 8 into X7. I think that is a legal path. So I avoid all the mortar shenanigans. At least get some distance. I can DM this guy in the advanced phase, and he's not going to be able to route, which is good, but that's about all I can do, really. I don't have any advancing fire either, so I'm just going to take the prep fires. I will do a fire group of V0 and V1, so that is a 16 up 1. 11 on 16, pin test check. They're fine. Kind of wish I'd done 2 shots now, but whatever. Mortar is going to shoot at the building. No. Actually, yes, because I did shoot and I forgot to put the acquisition. Because you just need a 7 and it's within range. And then +2. That's a normal morale check. Alright, cool. I don't believe I had rate of fire. I did not. Squadron V2 will do a 4 up 2. Nope. Sorry, 4 up 3. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 up 1. 4 on 4 should be a 1 check. Yep. He's fine. We'll do a 4 up 2. 5 on 4 is another 1 check. Okay. Very lucky. Nothing else I can do. Advanced fire phase, like I said, can't do anything. In the route phase, I don't need to route these guys anywhere. They can just stay there, so they will. Advances. I'm going to regret this. I'm absolutely 100% going to regret this. He can stay where he is. This should be a -2 now. You guys can go here. DM this guy. And then you guys can all slowly make your way over. CC phase, there is 1 CC potential. So ambush, Polish, Slovakian, no ambush, 1-1 up 1, or down 1, 1-1 up 1, nothing. Melee. Turn 4 for the Slovakians. No weather, as always. Rallies and self rallies. I'm going to try and self rally the broken guy over here. It doesn't happen. DM will stay on. Leader also does not happen. Try to rally in the building. Yes. And no. And actually is half squatted. Alright. We go to prep fire, mortar against building. Hit. No rate. And then +2. It's a normal morale check. He's fine. It's unfortunate I didn't get rate. That's the only thing I can really. Um, 8 up 3. Nope. This will come off anyways. I don't really have any other shots. Well, okay, I'll do a 4 up 1. 7 on 4 is a pin dash check. They are super pinned. And then we'll go to movement. In the movement phase, U6 is going to move. I'll have him assault move to U7. I guess technically I could have waited or whatever, just moved in advance, but yeah, whatever. Defensive fire phase. 2 up 1. Sorry, W8. It's a 8 up 2. No. X7. Well, yeah, 8. He's gonna fire group with Y8, so they're gonna go here 8 up 2. 1 morale check. Leader breaks, and the half squad is fine. Okay. There's no other shots after that. Did I attempt to rally these guys? I don't think I did. No. And double no. I think it's because I rolled the snake eyes and I just... Okay, well. We'll go to routes. Man, this is just... Ugh. I can't go to V10 because they'll get exposed. So I have an option between T10 and S9, which I will honestly go to S9. That'll be 4, and then continue to for 6 to R9. I'm gonna take off preps and defensive and all that. These guys don't have to route anywhere, so we'll go to advance. I'm gonna send the 2 half squads in. This CX will come off, which is very important. I don't need this guy to move. I might move this guy back. Just to not get caught out anywhere. I think that's but the most I can do. Sensibilist I can do or whatever. 458 is do I want to do 1-1? Yeah, I might as well do 1-1 against the 447. Meanwhile, the Slovakians are 2-1. Nope. And 1-1, no. So that melee just is going to stick around forever. Polish turn 5. Turn 5, no weather change or check to do. So we go back to our good old rallies and all that. Take off our pins. BB9, nope. And CC2, yes and yes. Huzzah. Slovakian side, DM will come off on that guy. Self rally? No. Self rally? Also no. DM comes off. Okay. Prep fire phase. Now, prep fire... I don't want to prep fire with anybody. There's not a reason to prep fire. Like, I could prep fire with this guy, I guess. But I kind of need to go help these guys out. But I can't really risk it no matter what. So, yeah, 4 up 1 against the mortar. 7 on 4 pin task check. They're pinned. That's pretty much it for prep fire. CX will come off of W8. They will assault move to V8. Yeah, they'll assault move. Shoot. The green squads will go 1, 2, 3. And the 457 will assault move to W8. I think that's the kind of the only... Yeah, it's not looking good. CC2, I'm going to declare CX with the leader. So 2, 4, 6. No, wait. 6. Can I shoot that? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4 flat. That is a good shot. Damn it. 5 on 4. 1 morale check. Leader. Fine. These guys, ELR and break. And then the other 237. Same thing. That is gross. Ugh. Damn it. That kind of kills all momentum up north. I can't do anything up north anymore. Unless this goes spectacularly well for the Polish, so that in the next turn I could advance into this building, but that's the only thing I can do, really. Yeah, defensive fire phase, mortar against building. Nope. Yeah, there. MMG and squad against V8 as a 8-up-1. Nope. I don't have any other shots. We go to advanced fire phase. Do 4 up 2. 6 on 4s are normal, surprisingly. They're both fine. That's insane. Okay. Routes. There are no route. Well, that's not true. These guys go back to AA1, I guess. Just to not be vulnerable. Polish advances. So I'm going to try this. Just flood the box or whatever you want to call it. Hopefully, I can just have so many targets that the Slovakians don't break everybody. And that the return fire will break 1 or 2 units. And then I can maybe rush the center. Go for these buildings. Alternatively, if everything goes spectacularly well, like U8 tries to break the MMG. And then I try to run in there. It's about the only thing I think of at this point. CC 458 against the 447, 1-1, and then it's a 2-1 for the Slovakians. So casualty reduction, and then a 2-1. That is a kill. That's, yeah, that is. I want to say that might be game, but I don't want to. I don't want to give up too soon on this, just because. But this is locked down. There's no way that they can. This 458 is stuck here now. There's nothing they can do to try and break through and get into this building, just because there's too many units in the way. Yeah. Turn 5, Slovakians, no weather to check. I think these guys should have been DM'd. Pins come off. Rallies. Self. Okay. Self rally. Makes it. Self rally over here. Doesn't make it. DM come off. I'll try the non-DM guy first. He'll come back, okay? And then the DM guys, no and no. Funnily enough, if I had rolled a 2 on this guy, I would have gotten him back. It wouldn't have changed anything, but I could have gotten him back. Alright, prep fire phase. Mortar, guys in building. No, that's like the third 11 in a row. Cool. 447 up 2. The Cowards, it's a 6-on-2 pin test check. They're pinned. That, you know what? I might risk it just because. MMG and squad, 8-up-1. 4-on-8 is a 2 morale check. That'll ELR and break. And that is just a break. I have rate of fire. So that is a 4-up-1. No. 12-up-1. 8-on-12. 1 morale check. Okay. And 4 flat. Normal morale check. Or sorry, 1 morale check. Well, that's game. Come on. Oh, that went so poorly. All right. Well, because I was the next thing to do is like I was just gonna throw these 3 half squads and go after this guy in the building. Screw it. Or I could just say like no and just run away, go somewhere else. But like CX them, go after these broken guys. That's another thing to like just be a giant dork about it. Um, but yeah, that is game because there's no way all these guys could route back to W8 as an example. Um, I could technically, I believe, go as far out as Y8, but the problem with going out that far really is that there's no like actually these guys can't even make it. I would have to stay in like X8 and then I would want everybody else to stay there, which then these guys can advance into V7 and threaten them. Like, yeah, there's no way to get around. The green troops only having 3 movement is really a pain in the ass, especially when the leaders have been busy trying to rally people and not doing that successfully. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, if anything, I think it shows again the sort of inherent strength of like a pivotal role or two on small scenarios like this. The Polish really just got super unlucky from the get go. Um, I, I want to say I don't really like the support weapons in this scenario, if I have to be honest. The Polish apparently have an advantage in this one. I think I know why. So the records are 39 to 33 in favor of the Polish. So 6 wins, 6 more wins than the Slovakians. These are stats from now and raw data from 2023. So if I just count both of them at the same time, um, it's possible that maybe some are doubles, but whatever. I think the point just being that the only way for one of the ways for the Polish to win is to really be sneaky. Um, I think as a starter kit scenario, it's nice because it gets you to think really hard about your setup. What I mean by this is that either I'm gonna actually end the log file here before I start messing around with stuff. So either you willingly risk your half squads, the 4 half squads that you can place up this as far forward as north of CC hex row. If you do that, you should be cognizant that those guys aren't seeing the light of day tomorrow. Like they're gone. If they survive, that is through sheer incompetence, or if maybe like you're in DD2, the Polish player isn't super aggressive and you're able to get out via like CC2, BB1, blah blah blah, or if the Polish player just goes around you completely. Those are the only 2 ways. I think the defensive setup, outside of potentially sacrificing units up front, you need to take advantage of these buildings. Maybe not Y8 so much, but Z4 and X2. If you don't occupy them, you should have ways to shoot around them. So if you don't take Z4 as an example, you absolutely should have an LMG in Y8 because that'll cover your AA4. Should cover it easily. Yeah. V3 also covers AA4. If you have Y8, you can also cover AA5. The mortar being V3 just covers a lot of area, which is nice. Unfortunately, not as much as I would like because you have to still have covered arcs. But outside of that, that's not really a big deal. Having a unit in V1 as an example is perfect because you can use V1 to check Y2, whereas Y2 can't be checked on V3. And you can still check all of these other... Well, you can't see AA2. All right. Well, you can see AA3, you can see Z1, you can see Z0, and your V3 mortar can see AA3 without a problem. You can even see AA2. So Those that's kind of the reason why. Wow, you can see CC4 too. Cool. So it gets you to think about your defensive setup, and you also have to be cognizant about where the Polish reinforcements will come in, and have to realize to not be too paranoid about that. And what I mean by that is that the reinforcements is only 2 squads plus a leader, and the Polish really got unlucky by losing them immediately. Um, 2 4 5 8s and an 8-1 leader, nothing to scoff at, especially when it's low unit counts like this scenario. But because you can come in from anywhere, the Slovakian player needs to have something in the backfield. So again, having R1 is critical in my opinion. R9 is probably way more critical than S9, although both you should at least have someone in this building. And then either have a unit in P9 if you're going to have someone in S9, and somewhere something like P3, N3 maybe for one turn, and then you jettison them to R3, or you run to P5, whatever. But maybe you have N3, and that's specifically so that you don't get hindrances when you shoot down. You can also check the back line in case they go the long way around. And I guess in a pinch, you might be able to spot an extra couple hexes here and there. I really don't think you're using it for the south, though. You're really using it for this upper left box. So having 4 squads back here with either support weapons, you definitely have to have like an MMG in S9 as an example, just to watch this area in case the Polish go try to run around, because this is visible, and that's kind of crazy to consider. So if the Polish player tries to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe you CX to AA10 and then you advance, those are 2 dangerous hexes to be in because the MMG is watching it. So yeah, I think it's an interesting scenario. I think it might be a little too hard for the Polish, which is ironic just because the Polish have won more often. So I wonder how, if that comes down to the scenario objective or just ASL. It is very hard to defend, and that might seem counterintuitive. Usually there's a really big advantage to a defender, but I think in some cases, in scenarios like these, if the defense is not, I wouldn't say perfect, but if the defense is not structured in a way that either has some fallback plans or covers for potentials, then you get blown through an entire front, and then everybody just kind of squeaks through, or might maybe roll up the edges or whatever. Also, I again have to mention dice plays a big factor in this, so it's possible that the Polish could have gotten really good dice, both in morale checks and their prep fires in a couple turns, and that would also turn the tide in a crazy way. So, but I think in terms of like a study, if you're looking at this scenario and not caring about dice too much, the defensive setup I think is really important here. So, with that out of the way, I appreciate everybody who's been watching, and sticking around. Like I said, I hope that everything is well with Rob. We should, fingers crossed, have a game together next Monday. So look forward to that. We'll be playing. Man, I've almost forgotten the scenario name. Bydgoszcz Ku, I think is the name of it. So finally, we'll get to touch on that one, which seems incredibly imbalanced, but we'll make it fun regardless. I believe Rutan is out for the next little while, so it should be solo nights on Saturday, unless I decide to try and wrangle up somebody. So, get used to my voice. I don't know why I'm saying that 200 episodes in or whatever. But we'll just be trundling along with some solo stuff. If anybody has any particular requests, anything that they would like to see played solo in the coming streams, there should be a link to the scenario list, I believe, on the Twitch page. If I'm not, someone ping me on that one. I'm gonna double check, but please ping me in case. So there's a scenario list that has all the scenarios that I own. and I believe most of the other scenarios that actually exist. And yeah, if someone has anything in particular that fits within, the 5, 6, 7, even 8 or 9 September 1939, they want to see played, and it's one that can be soloed with relative ease. So not like 40 counters per side or whatever. I'm well interested in trying it out or showing it off. So until Saturday, I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will see you then. Bye.